What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to F1 2021. Today we're going to be starting up the single player career mode and with the MyTeam career. So we'll go ahead and jump into this. We're going to do it as a team owner. So in this will be the owner and the driver. Do you want the challenge of entering into Formula One as a new team? In MyTeam mode, you'll start from scratch as the 11th team on the grid, building up your team in order to create a lasting legacy. Being both the owner and the driver will have its own unique set of challenges. You'll have to perform both on the track and behind the scenes.
Welcome to MyTeam. Here you'll experience the world of Formula One, not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's create your driver.
So we're going to be selecting, okay, we're just using our default player here. We're going to put our country to America. Our name is going to be Brandon. Last name is Baum. And 3 initials. I guess we'll do BAU. Alright, audio name, I don't know if it's got, I doubt it has it. We'll just say none on that. We don't need any name there. Driver number, my favorite number is 11, but they don't have that, so we'll just go with 8. I think that's fine. We'll go ahead and hit advanced.
On your driver's look.
Alright, so there we go. Left everything pretty default, just because we don't know what our team colors are going to be yet. So we're going to look at funding here.
What name would you like to give the team?
Alright, so we're going to do Baum Motor Sports.
Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor.
Okay, and we're going to pick a sponsor here.
Our primary sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
Okay. So we need to, I'm going to go ahead and go with Xenon Dynamics. I think that we can get 15 Constructor Championship points in a season. We're going to start out on an easier difficulty, so we'll probably be able to do that pretty quick into the season. So it gets us 4.5 million, or maybe we go with Echo because it gets us 4.6 off the bat. No, let's go with Xenon because that goal bonus is about 100,000 more for the 15 Constructor Championship points, and we also get about 5,000 more each week. So I think we're going with Xenon Dynamics.
Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit, so let's sign a power unit supplier now.
All right, now we get to pick a power supply.
Both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go with Renault, I'm not going to go with Mercedes, and I'm not going to go with Ferrari. I'm going to go with Honda. I think that's a good middle ground as far as we could go super cheap on it with Renault, but then it might be hard to be competitive. I think Honda's a good middle ground where we're not spending, we're saving, $100,000 or $200,000. So I think we'll go with Honda here.
Have all the key partners for our
and now
team,
we're going to pick a
but we still need a teammate.
Second driver for the team.
These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances.
Okay.
When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they will earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Focus represents the driver's current form, and state of mind. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
Okay. So it looks like all of the drivers that we have... Oh, never mind. We can go further. I'm not too worried about the driver in this selection. They're really not going to do much for us, I would imagine. So, who has the most experience? Good old Louis here. He's actually who I picked in my playthrough in F1 2020. So I think I'm going to go with Louis just because he has the most experience, which gets us, you know, more team acclaim.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll have some money left over as well. Going in, we'll have about almost, what is that, 1.1 million to spend on upgrades. So I'm going to create a livery for the car now.
And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Alright, so I'm going to edit a car. Let's take a look. Alright, I think we've got the car now. Going with red, black, and gray as our colors here. So don't have like too many options, and this is just kind of, you know, we can change it as we go through the season, but this is what we're going to start out with. So let's go ahead and move along, and then we can put our stickers on. I'm not too worried about those. Can't put any sponsor decals on.
Last
hit
but
advanced.
Not least, we need to consider our brand, our badge, and team colors.
Alright, so let's go ahead and look through the badges, and I'll be right back. Alright, so there's our logo in the back right, to the left of our second driver. So just went with something pretty basic with a background. So let's go ahead and make sure our team colors, we do want red, gray, and black. So I think that's all good. And we are good. So let's head and advance.
That's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to the team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
All right, here we go. Team headquarters. So meet the press. Formula 1 drivers receive a lot of media attention, and how you deal with the press can have an impact on several aspects of your career. Interviews can occur after any session of a race weekend, according to what happened and how you performed. How you answer interview questions can affect the morale of your R&D departments, your teammates' motivation, and your acclaim. Consider your answers carefully. Refusing to answer can frustrate the press, leading them to asking you tougher questions in the future. In MyTeam, your answers can even influence the direction the team takes before you hit the track. Some answers in your preseason interview will advance your R&D in a specific area, so choose wisely. Okay, I guess I skipped through that. I skipped through some of that cutscene as well. All right, we're already into a
take their own car onto the track.
interview here.
Sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
Alright, so nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenges like this. I won't lie, it's been a lot of work, and there's even more to come, but I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself and my team. That's the answer right there. This isn't about me, this is about my team, and I'm behind them 100%. Together we're unstoppable. So I would go with either of these two, really. No, let's go with this one.
Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team?
Alright, their skill set really suits our team. We've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. It is tough to get any drivers to sign on to a new team, but I'm glad they took a gamble. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understood that we're new and appreciate the opportunity we're providing. Let's do the skill set one.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there?
Alright, so making our car as responsive as possible is one of our main goals. This is going to give us the edge going into corners. The chassis balance is incredible. We've We focused heavily on maximizing our traction out of corners. Sim data looks good, but we don't know until we get on the track. Let's do this one.
Most
Powertrain
of the
department.
other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars?
Alright, fresh pair of eyes can find solutions over teams. Can find solutions other teams have seen. And we found some haven't seen. Ugh. A fresh pair of eyes can find solutions other teams haven't seen, and we found some unique ways of reducing drag. This era has brought a lot of complexity into the power unit, but we found plenty of room to innovate in our ERS system. Fuel loads are key to reducing the weight of a car. The efficiency we've got out of the power unit will keep weight down. It's going to be tough. We'll have a better picture after the first race. Let's do this one here. It's going to be our aero department.
Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles?
We've developed an incredibly light car. This helps with both top speed and through corners. F1 isn't just racing, it's a whole season. Rigorous stress testing means we can avoid grid penalties and failures, so that's our durability. Overtaking is all about power, so that's going to be our power unit. A streamlined car, so that's chassis, I think. Let's do this one for durability.
And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now?
Alright, so essentially this is chassis department, durability department, aerodynamics, and power unit. So I'm going to go with aerodynamics, just to give them a boost.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Alright, you can see your team's balance. Your sponsors will give you cash each week and extra bonuses when you complete their objectives. These are your resource points. Use them to help your team upgrade the car. You can spend them at any time in R&D. This is your team's acclaim level. Okay, we're just going to go over that. So you see in the top right, we have $1.1 million to spend. We have 1,000 resource points, and our team acclaim is level 1. So we can advance time here. So it costs us some money. So we're going to go to the car reveal. Super duper dramatic fashion here. Looking good though. Take a screenshot there. All right. All right, so we put some upgrades going into the rear downforce for aerodynamics, and then we did chassis. We started the rear floor underlaid distribution for weight redistribution to use up some of our resource points there. So let's go ahead and advance time, and we're going to jump into the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activities screen to see what we have available.
Alright, so we're going to jump into race weekend here. Alright, here we go into practice 1 at Bahrain. So,
Hey boss, this is Jeff. Just wanted to say thanks for trusting me as your race engineer. I won't let you down. The
better
car
not,
is ready
Jeff.
to go, but it's
I'm
brand new,
assuming
of
we
course,
pay you
so
a
there
lot
may
of
be
money.
a few issues here and there. We'll be keeping a close eye on all the data.
alright. Let's skip through that. So, session info here. So we can do like different kinds of things. So we need to score 30 points or over. Basically there's just different kinds of objectives here. So if we complete 5 laps, at a normal pace, we get some points there and stuff like that. So fuel management, qualifying pace. So let's just jump out here. We're gonna start here and jump out onto the mediums. And doing a flying lap here. I haven't played this game in a minute, so may have to do a little bit of rewinding here and there. Just trying to get used to it again. I did bump the AI difficulty up a little bit, just so it's a little more realistic. But here we
solid laps
go.
here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Okay. First time being out with the car here. Here we go. So we just have to complete 5 laps to get used to the car, essentially, used to the, or get a strategy down for the track. Okay. I think Bahrain is actually a night race, so it's fun that we actually get to practice out in the sun. Car feels good so far. Alright, so I ended up just doing 3 laps of that. Didn't want to do any more, so I think I'm just going to accelerate time. I'm actually just going to go ahead and skip to qualifying. Just because I don't want to, you know, take too much time for a race. So we did a little bit of practice in the first one. We actually got the 12th fastest. It's not bad. May need to bump up the difficulty, but we'll see how this first race goes. And go from there into the next race. So let's just start up qualifying here. And here we go for our qualifying lap. So I don't expect us to get in the top 10. We very much could if the AI is not, you know, jacked up enough. Right now we're in 10th. Can't use our overtake right now. I'm 13th currently. You can see that in the top left. The 7th now. This is probably where we'll lose some positions because we're slower than other cars. We just lost 1. There's 2. We're a lot quicker through this turn than the AI can be. Ooh, we spun. Okay, let's... I'm telling you, it's going to be a few of those as we get into this racing again. I haven't played the game in a minute, so you have to bear with me. There's going to be some rewinds, but as we get further into the season, we'll try to avoid rewinding, because if we crash, we're just going to take it as a crash and try to be realistic about it. We're up into 5th right now, which isn't realistic at all. For a team that has just come into the sport, we should not be up in 5th. We're down to 7th. And I think that's where we're going to qualify. So we'll be starting in 7th, I believe. Which isn't a bad... I mean, that's, again, unrealistic for us to be in 7th place. But it is what it is. We can adjust as we go.
Race, but before
so
we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid.
Go ahead
Bottas,
and we'll jump
Perez,
into
and Lewis
Bahrain
Hamilton.
and the
Goodbye
actual
for now
Grand
then,
Prix.
but we're really just getting started. No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit
so
today. Keep an
jumping
eye out
in
for
again to
drivers
the
locking
Bahrain
the front
circuit,
left.
or the Grand Prix,
It's time to take a
Bahrain
look at
Grand
our
Prix.
starting
We're
grid.
starting 7th. Alright, so here we are on the starting grid of the Bahrain Grand Prix. I did go ahead and bump up the driver's difficulty up to where they were within that hard range on the game, just to see if that gives us a little more competitiveness as we go into this first race. One thing I didn't remember to do when we started practice, because I think you have to do it then, was set the race to where it was longer. So right now we're doing the shortest version of the race, which is only 5 laps. So we'll go ahead and get into it and start up the race and get going. So this is the first time that I've actually launched the car like this, so I don't know. Okay, it went pretty smooth. So again, we start up in 7th. Realistically, we wouldn't be doing this because we've got a new car. Ooh, almost went into the back of Hamilton there. That would have been unfortunate. I hate starting out these races because I hate being in the pack of cars, because they always make me nervous. But let's see what we can do in these 5-point collision with Ricardo. I didn't touch him, did I? That guy just bumped me. I don't know who it was. Alright, so we're in 8th now. We've lost a position, which is realistic. I mean, we should be falling way back, honestly. But we're going to see, we'll adjust the difficulty from here. Right now I'm just trying to get a feel for the game, or feel for the mode, I guess. It was a really bad turn. Jump back to 9th now. This guy's right on our butt. Let's see if we can stay in the points at least in this race. That turn is going to be the end of us at some point, I guarantee it. Looks like we've gotten some distance between the rest of the pack, so even if we do drop down to 10th, we're still in the points. Barely, but it looks like we've got a little bit of buffer in between the rest of the pack. If we do drop down, God, Vettel is so quick out of that. We're not, I mean, he's not like losing us, which is nice. We're staying with the front pack. Again, although unrealistic, it's a little more exciting than being in the back. I'm assuming that that's our teammate way in the back. You can see him down on the map. Unfortunately, we're red. I should have picked a different color, a more stand-outish color, I guess, because I can't tell where our teammate is. Not that it really matters that much. He's not going to be like finishing races very high. We should always finish in front of him, I would imagine. But I should have made it to where I could at least tell us apart from, you know, Ferrari and Alpha, I think, are red as well. But we are so close to him. Make sure we don't go into the back of him. Lewis Hamilton got the fastest lap there. We had DRS right here on Vettel. Got a little wheel spin through there. We got 2 more laps left. I think we're pretty secure in 9th, as long as we don't spin or anything. Looks like Ricardo and Stroll are fighting out a little bit, so might cause an opening for us, because they're slowing each other down by fighting. Let's see if we can stay with Vettel at least. not get out of that turn fast enough. We did keep DRS on him though. Not that it's going to matter because he's got it on the 2 in front of him. Alright. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to, or at least pass him. We've kept up with him the entire 5 laps. I guess isn't really a race because we didn't even get to do a pit stop. Because that's a whole nother strategy that comes into play there. Ooh, we're diving. We dove. Don't know if that was a nice move or not, but we're up into 8th. For right now. So it looks like Sergio Perez won the race. We're gonna, barely squeak out in 8th.
That's the end of the race. We'll see
So we
you in
only lost
part
1
third.
position. That's not terrible. George Russell was the driver of the day, huh? All right.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops
So
today.
Red Bull got 1. I bet it was Hamilton and Bottas.
Red Bull are our winners today after
Verstappen
showcasing
was
some incredible driving.
2nd or 3rd.
There's been a huge push
Bottas.
from them
So
lately to
Hamilton
stay
didn't even
competitive
podium.
with
Okay.
the
Not a bad race from us though.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Sergio Perez takes the
So
position
we
of
got 4
points leader
points
in
for
the
our
Drivers'
team
Championship.
and for us in the
So,
Drivers'
Anthony
Championship.
Davidson, who would you rank
Let's
as your
see
driver of the day?
where
There's no
our
question in my
teammate
mind it has to
ended
go to
up.
George Russell. What a performance. He's got every right to be proud of what he accomplished out there today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Red Bull
lets
take
us
over as
scroll down.
championship leaders. I'm equal
Oh, wow,
parts
Red Bull got
exhausted
1 and 2.
and
That's
elated
crazy.
with this weekend of
Well,
Formula One.
yeah, there's
Be sure to
Bottas
join us
and Hamilton.
for the next one.
That's funny. It went Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, and then we split up the Aston Martins. So, all right. So I want to see standings. Where did our teammate come in? He came 16th. That's not awful. So we got 4 points for the driver standings, and we have 4 for the constructor standings. So if you're not familiar with the way F1 standing or championships work, there's a driver's cup and a constructor's cup. So drivers get points for their individual skill or their individual placement for their driver standing, and then collectively they earn points for their team. So very good. So we've got 4 points already. That's pretty good for the first race. So let's go ahead and move on. I imagine that we're going to have a press
Amazing
conference,
performance
yes.
out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Yes, we are.
You really looked in control
That was for the
of your car out
fans.
there.
I always
Your
put
team
on a
must
good
be
show.
thrilled.
Couldn't do this without my team behind me. I'm thrilled for with their support during the race. So I can't do this without the team
It
behind me.
wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
It's like an idiot magnet out there. None of us want to be that person to back down. These things happen. Not sure what happened out there. But do this one. Stand our ground, right?
Great. Well, that's everything.
All right. Yeah, it was just a little bumpy. I don't remember actually hitting Ricardo. It says that I hit him, but I'm pretty certain that I'll have to go back. I did save the replay. But we'll go back and take a look at that. All right, so we got some payout there, so 100 grand. So we got 1.87 million for the race. All right. And so it looks like we're back at our HQ. It says our personnel department requested our attendance to help resolve an issue. So let's go here. So department events. So basically this is just going to give me options.
Personnel
So
department has asked us to deal with this. We have a couple of options here.
So
Take
basically it's
your
just
time.
dealing with our second
What you
driver's
decide
training.
to do will have consequences.
While they're in the zone, where should we get them to focus? So we can make them focus on pace or awareness. I don't remember what awareness did. Let's get them. Let's just do
Thanks.
pace. Why not?
I know these kind of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.
Okay. So they'll have those little challenges throughout the series or season is what I should say. But yeah, that's where we'll end the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I definitely look forward to, you know, making more of these videos and going through the F1 season in F1 2021 in the MyTeams mode. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future F1 2021 MyTeam videos. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one.